So, anybody else? Can you hear me? Yeah, if you can hear me, please input 1 on the webinar software. I can see you. Yes, I can see you. And there are some friends not coming, and we can wait for them for 5 minutes. Yeah, I can see you. So before the webinar begins, we can listen some music and for about 5 or 3 minutes. So if you can hear me, you can input 1 on the software. Does anybody can see my screen and hear my voice? Yeah, I can see you. Oh, I see. More and more friends and get going. And the webinar will begin 2 minutes later. Yes, clear, I see. So let's begin. And nice to meet you, my friends. Welcome everybody join the webinar. And so first, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Roy from Product Marketing Department of Fanvil. And this is my first time for me to share with you Fanvil public address product and solution. So in the past, although Fanvil released many PA products like Gateway, IP Selling Speaker, but many silents don't know how to use their product and in their project and what kind of scannery is suitable. So in today's webinar, I want to improve this situation. I hope it can help you expand your business. And here's my and our sales department email. And if you has any project need to support, please feel free to contact with me. And if you has any problem after sale, you can contact our technical support, Jack Yu, and there is his email. So today's webinar will be divided into 5 parts. And first, I'd like to share with you some market trend with you. Second, I want to introduce our public address product and the fader. So in the third part, Fanvil public address solution, it is the most important part. And I want to share with you how to use and deploy those products and show why it's helpful. At the same time, we already had some successful story, and they are in part 4. Also, if you have any question during the sharing, please feel free to ask me in the Q&A part. So let's begin. And there is some information of public address and voice alarm market, and you can see the global public address and voice alarm market was valued at $2.7 billion in 2021, according to Allied Market Research, and is growing at 7.8% from 2022 to 2031, which means it will reach $5.7 billion by 2031. So it is a big market, and the Middle East is one of the fastest growing region in the world. And secondly, I want to share with you some information of United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. So the market of the two countries is growing at 5.7% and 5.1% during 2020 to 2026. And according to the 6W research, you can see here, commercial office building, industry, and the hospital is the most important application scanneries, which nearly account for 75% application. So if your silents are working at the same industry, they may generate a lot of opportunities for you. But when you're ready to enter the market, soon you will find there's a lot of problems. For example, you may look for many products in the market, and you will find there's a lot of type which have different shape, function, and application. So you can see the page above, and this is some product in public address market. And probably you may don't know which one is suitable for your silent, and their application wire method is totally different. So when your silence have problems, you may don't know how to solve it, and you may need to employ more trained workers. And also in the market, some brands will use private protocol. That means if your public address system is damaged, you need to pay for their products and the solution constantly. So it's very difficult to make a change. And this time, C protocol can help you to solve this kind of problems. As we know, SIP is an open compatible protocol. So not only for IP phone, it can realize data sharing between different systems. So it's now widely used by many companies, such as Hikvision, Dahua, Bosch. They are leading players in global security market, like operator in China, China Mobile Phone, China Telecom, and China Unicom. And in enterprise communication market, there also has leading player such as Cisco and Avaya. So that is why I recommend you to choose Fanvil. As we know, Fanvil has focused on AV IoT device development for 20 years, and we accumulate a lot of technical of SIP protocol. And we have 3 research and development centers in Beijing, Shenzhen, and Suzhou in China. And we also provide technical support, and we have a professional team. So now, not only IP phone, Fanvil successfully use SIP protocol in public address product, and now we are going to help our customer to solve problem in real life. And you can, in this page, you can see some series of our product, and I have marked public address product with green typeface like PA gateway, IP ceiling speaker, and IP console form. And you can use this product to build a public address system. And I will introduce how to combine those products to solve problems in solution part. And also, we have intercom, which can be used to make emergency call. And we have door phone, you can install it in building. And the console IP phone can be used in control center. And the Android IP phone is suitable for enterprise. Also, we have device management platform. You can deploy devices through FDMCS and FDMES. So the differences between the two platforms is that FDMCS run on cloud server and FDMES run on local server. And first, I want to introduce our IP console form A32i with you. And the I means the ghost neck microphone. You can see this picture. And the ghost neck microphone can pick up your sound more clearly. And you can use our 10-inch screen to set public address task more visually. And also, A32i support wide audio codec and high definition video codec, which can provide better sound quality and picture quality. And it has Android 9 operating system, which means you can use software in the IP form, and it can provide more stable and smoother operation. Also, A32i can connect with cable interface and dual band Wi-Fi, and the IP console phone also support PoE power supply. So at last, the phone can be compatible with third-party server, and you can use it to register in third-party server. And one important thing is there is a built-in public address software in A32i, and you can see in the picture, you can use it to play music, notification, and paging. So you can see you can set a scheduled plan or real-time task, and you can make real-time notification and play music. You can check the status in the information bar, and then you can adjust the volume and choose to start or stop the task. And also, not only for public address, the software can also be used in intercom. And you can see the picture above. You can see the status of device. You can see some devices are making call, some are listening to the paging, and you can choose either device to make a call, to make conference in by the below 7 function keys. And you can choose a group or a single device. So with the software, you will find it easily for you to use in public address application. And in the following solution part, I will share with you how to set a task can help you And the next product is paging gateway. You can see the picture above, which is small and easy to install. So not only for broadcasting, our paging gateway can also be used to intercom, to recording, and also it can connect it with a security sensor with short circuit port. And I will show you how to use the two products in the flowing solution part. And many friends told us what the differences between PA2S. So you can see the form above. So you can see PA2S is more suitable for trigger notification. It has short circuit input and output port. So you can use PA2S to connect with external devices such as fire alarm sensor, strobe lights, and you can set when emergency happens, PA2S can play alarm announcement. And compared with PA2S, PA3 is more suitable for scheduled and real-time tasks. So you can play music or notification file of your USB card, and you can plug in TF card, which can help you to store more audio files. And you can set schedule plan or real-time task on its web. Also, PA2S and PA3 both support PoE power supply. And many friends told us what the differences between why is useful of real-time clock. And you can see PA2S support 4 hours and PA3 support 32 hours. So let me give you one example. If you are a master of a retail store and you have a schedule plan, but tonight your store is powered off and it won't be powered until tomorrow morning. So if you use PA2S when the power was out for more than 4 hours, your schedule plan may be useless, but PA3 will play sound if the time not exceeding 32 hours. And next, I'd like to share with you about our IP30 speaker FH01. So this speaker support paging, multicasting, and MP3 broadcasting, talkback, and many other functions. So when talk about talkback functions, many friends want to know what the differences between talkback and intercom. So intercom means that if you make a call to one terminal, you may start a two-way communication with a person. But talkback tends to mean that you paged one terminal and the receiver heard your voice, then he responded. So this function can be used in security monitoring market. And the IP30 speaker support to up to 10 multicasting zooms, and its wide audio codec brings better sound quality. Also, it supports standard SIP protocol, and you can use it to register in third-party server. At last, the speaker support 20 watts audio power. And this page is a highlight of FH01. The most important feature of the speaker is all-in-one functionality, which I have marked with green typeface. And that means if you use our IP30 speaker, you don't need to buy an extra power amplifier and consider the length of the audio cable. So all you need to do is plug in a network cable, and you can set music and a notification on its web, and you can set multicast, schedule plan, or register it in a third-party server. And our IP30 speaker support high intelligible performance, and like I said before, it supports talkback function. So the IP30 speaker can be used to multiply applications like emergency notification, schedule plan, or real-time task, and you can use it to play music and announcement. So that is the main public address product and their feeder. And attention please, part 3 is the most important part. Next, I will share with you how to use Fanvil public address products and why the solution will be helpful for your business. So today I will introduce 4 solutions which have different use. Solution 1 to solution 4 are suitable for different scenarios, and you can choose one solution or combine different solution according to your silence need. So let's begin. And we start from a simplest solution. You just need one PA gateway. So according to my observation, some scanneries still use analog amplifier to play sound. So if the operator have a scheduler, they need to work in schedule time. So this system can work very easily and automatically. But this time, public address gateway will be very useful. It can help the system work automatically. And you can see you can use our PA3 or PA2S to set a scheduled task on the web, and you don't need to register it with a server or platform. And the public address gateway will play music on time. So the gateway will transfer audio to the amplifier, and at the same time, all analog speakers driven by the amplifier will play music. Soon, you'll find this solution will be very suitable for some small size scanneries, like a small retail, or small shop, or some others. And in this page, I want to show with you how to wire and deploy our solution. So you can choose PA3 or PA2S. Like I said before, PA3 is more suitable for schedule plan, and you can plug in your USB card or TF card, and it can be connected with analog amplifier or analog speaker. And PA2S are more suitable for emergency notification, and you can connect it with some sensor like fire alarm sensor and emergency button. And also it can also be connected with analog amplifier and analog speaker. So you can see first you need to make sure your computer and the public address gateway in a local net local network, and you get the IP address of the product, and you can log in the web. Also, the product don't need to be registered with the server, and you can set a schedule time you can set a scheduled plan on its web. So this is solution 1. And the next is solution 2. And so when I researched some scanneries, I found some problem. Like in a workshop, the labor always wear a headset. You can see in this picture, and the ambient noise is very big, and it will influence their work. But it also brings problems. So when the IP phone is called, they may miss a call, and you can see the picture. This situation may happen in factory, drive-through restaurant, or call center, or any other noisy environment. So this time, a ring group will be very useful. Many people may ask, what is a ring group? And a ring group can work like if your IP phone is called, the speaker can amplify the ring to help you to notice the call. So if you choose solution 2, you need a IP phone, and also you need to make sure the IP phone and the public address endpoint in a local network and you get the IP address and you log in the web. Also, those products don't need a server or platform. So you can configure the IP phone as a hotspot master, and the FH01 or paging gateway can work as a silent, and you can set a ring group on the IP phone's web and add the PA product to the ring group. So when the IP phone is called, the public address endpoint will play the sound. And in some case, your silence need to manage a Zoom, like in a restaurant, or single floor office, or a small factory. And um, this time, um, you may don't need you may need more function, but some original factory may suggest you to buy a PA, a public address server. But in this situation, a server may cost too much, and you know that your silent don't need a very complicated solution. They may just need some simple function like speak or play music to all rooms. So this time, solution 3 is suitable for you. So solution 3 use our multicast solution, multicast function. You can use several public address gateways or IP speakers, and you can realize Zoom public address functions. You can set your schedule plan. You can play background music, and you can page, or when emergency happens, it will play notification. And interesting thing is Fanvil public address endpoint can be set as a multicast transmitter or receiver. So you can see that if you use PS3 as a transmitter, you can use your USB card or TF card to plug in the gateway, and it will provide more storage, which means you can play more music and a notification for your schedule plan. And if you need to play emergency notification when emergency happens, you can use our PA2S and FH01 as a multicast transmitter. And when emergency occurs, the transmitter will multicast alarm to the receiver. And also, if you already have a IP phone, you can also use the multicast function. Then you can make your voice transfer to all the Zoom. And in some area which is not very big, solution 3 is enough. But when your business is getting larger and larger, your silence may need manage more Zooms and more function. So this time, the public address solution based on 32i is good for you with a built-in software. And for example, if your user is a teacher, she may not only manage several classes, but also manage one or more grades, or manage all the school. So she can use the built-in software of A32i, even don't need professional training. And the teacher can use it to set her schedule plan for each classes, and she can speak to the all school, and she can speak one or more classes or grades. She can play notification or background music on time, and she can choose or start a real-time task. And there are many functions. So this page is solution for diagram. So also the first you need to make sure your computer and the IP phone and the public address gateway or speaker in a LAN, and then you get their IP address and you log in the web. you modify the hotspot parameter. And the important thing is you need to pair A32I and the PA endpoint. And then you can set a task on 32I, and the software can be used visually. And many people may ask, A32I can manage how many devices A32I can manage. So A32I can manage 50 devices. And an interesting thing is if an endpoint is a PA gateway, it can be expanded to solution one, like the page above. You can see the playground PA gateway is connected to analog amplifier, and there are some speakers driven by the amplifier. So this time, A32I not can only manage 50 devices, and it can also manage 50 zooms, but the zoom will play the same sound. Also, A32I can be expanded. So you can see A32I can work like a small server, and it don't need to register in third-party server or platform. And if one IP endpoint is a PA gateway, it can be expanded to solution one, like I said before. So you can not only manage a terminal, but also manage a zoom. Third, the IP console phone can manage other kinds of functions like intercom, paging, and real-time task or schedule plan. So it can be not only used in a school, can also be used. It can be also used in hospital or supermarket and any other scanneries. So this page is solution comparison, and we can do a quick review. Let's start from solution one. So you can use our PA2S and PA3 to manage analog products like amplifier or speakers. You can set a schedule plan and real-time task on its web. And PA3 is more suitable for schedule plan and real-time task, which are marked with blue typeface. And PA2S is more suitable for emergency notification, and which are marked with green typeface. And it can be used in some small scanneries like store, retail, or shop. And also the system, the radius of the system is less than 50 meters generally. And if your silence work in a noisy environment, solution 2 will be very useful. So our PA gateway or IP speaker can work as an expanded RANer, and when the IP form is called, it will play the same sound. And this solution can be used in some noisy environment like workshop, warehouse, and drive-through restaurant. And if your silence need to manage a zoom, solution 3 will be very useful. And you don't need buy a public address server, and you can use our multicast function to set a schedule plan to make an emergency notification, and you can play music and announcement. So solution 3 is suitable for single floor office, restaurant, and some scanneries like small factory. And generally, the radius of the system generally less than 200 meters. In fact, it is not limited. It just depends on local network. And if your business getting bigger and bigger, your silence need to manage more zooms and more functions, then you can use our solution 4. So A32I can manage 50 terminals, and one terminal like PA3 or PA2S can be connected with an analog amplifier. So you can also manage 50 zooms. So you can set a schedule plan on the in the software, and it can be used to make emergency notification. You can play musical announcement, and you can set real-time task. So solution 4 is suitable for school, hospital, hotel, and park, and many other scanneries. And the radius of the system generally less than 500 meters. Also, it is not limited, just depend on the local server of local network. And soon you will find our solution has many advantage. And you can see our IP. So first, our IP endpoints don't limit transform distance, and you just need to make sure all product in a LAN, and it can provide further transform distance. Also, products in our solution support PoE power supply, so you just need to plug a network cable, and the device will connect the internet. And you can use our managed system or built-in software of the A32i to manage the devices. And let me say one example. So if the audio line is buttoned by a rat, like analog system, your silence may find that they need to invite a trained workers to solve the problem. But if you use Fanvil product, any devices is damaged, you can observe it quickly. And with C protocol, our public address products can not only work independently, but also support registered in third-party server. And you will find that you don't need to buy extra server, and our solution can work independently. So you can save server cost. And easy to wire means that you can reduce labor cost. At last, you can choose one or combine different solutions according to your needs. Like I said before, you can combine solution 1 and solution 4. And this 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 page is our products compatibility. So you can see the picture above. So the table describes the compatibility of Fanvil products with third party. So you can register these modules on this server and use the third-party platform or app to accomplish your needs. And attention please, if you use those third-party products, the function will depend on their server or platform. So that is solution 3. Hope it can help you to understand how to use and choose Fanvil product and solution. And the solution part is important, but maybe a little difficult. So you may be a little tired. And this part will be easier. And I will show you some interesting cases in this part. So this project is a Margaret educational community. So the project was installed in the Margaret private school for Margaret educational community. Their vision is to serve the community, and the school want an efficient solution to have full control and management of the sound for the staff and the manager. And they need broadcast their sound, and they need to play background music and the school bells. So after compared with other solutions, they choose our A32i solution. So our A32i console IP form was installed in the school and set up a network with 8 PA3 gateways. So you can see the picture above. And each, each PA3 was connected to 10 speakers through the amplifier devices. And uh, they are and those speakers um, be divided into 8 zooms and at 8 different places like rooms, hallways, and any others. So in this case, you will find that solution 1, I said before, is combined with solution 4. And now, through our A32I console form, now they can broadcast to all the school floors and room together with each of the 8 zooms independently. And the software built in A32I is very beneficial. Now the school can do real-time and schedule time plan to the all zooms. And now no one needs to be present at the time to do school bearing. And the next case is Lina Park in Guangzhou, which in our country. So they used our silence used A32I installed in the manager center, and the worker can find abnormal situation of tourists, and they can so when emergency happen, they can quickly paging or play alarm sound. Also, they use our SIP modules to assemble sound columns, and visitors can hear music in each corner of the park. Also, we installed emergency call, so when emergency happen, tourists can make a call with the center. And the next part is Q&A part. So the video of the webinar will be recorded, and it will be uploaded to our official YouTube channel. And welcome to subscribe our official account. And you may wonder how to get the IP address of each product. So you can search our website, and you can download the IP scanner software, which is free. And if you need any picture of our products or EDM, you can use our download center. At last, if you need any project to be supported, you can use our project registration system. So when you have any project, we will support it with you. So that is all I want to tell you in the webinar. Hope it can help you to expand your business. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the webinar software. So if anyone have problems, you can use you can make a very good presentation. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And also, you can download the PowerPoint of the webinar in the handout part. Yes, thank you, thank you. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me now, and I will respond. I will respond to you. Oh, thank you. Yes. So, if you have, I want to ask a few questions come from Shaker Ally. So you can ask me. Or you can send, if you have any question, you can send an email to me. Uh, just wait for a moment. I think the voice is muted from host. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your times, and I will see you next time.